Greetings and felicitations. Appius Attius Rillus, Jarl of the Appian Way, back again in the Throg campaign, where the first 3 minutes of this video are going to be me staring at loading screens, because guess what we're doing? We are assaulting Couronne. We are taking the Bretonnian capital today with Wulfric's army, assuming I can find a way to fight all of these Grail Knights. That's like the big caveat here. I'm going to be with the GCCM mod turned on inside a very, very cramped, I'm assuming, but beautiful map of a city with my non-armor piercing infantry. As I say it, I realize how insane it sounds. Anyway, we are going to attempt to take the Bretonnian capital today. I'm crossing my fingers. I really want this one. I can't tell you how badly I want this one. This would be like the capstone to this campaign. If I can pull off an invasion like this. This is what happens when you get like 2 good episodes of Norsca with like 20 turn ends of just nothing but growth and no major defeats. You can make some serious progress, but speaking of major defeats, this might be one. And people will know that I am I am not shy about showing my major defeats, as my 3-episode-long Mori campaign in Total War Shogun 2 will attest to. I lost the entire campaign. I have nothing left. The Mori are dead. But the same fate will not befall Wintertooth. Oh no. Because we are going to take Couronne. Excuse me. A little tickle in the throat. Oh, I can't wait to do this. This is just going to be a blast. Like I said, going straight into it, not even waiting. I've looked at the battle cards long enough. But let's look at them some more. Okay, so that's what? 3 Grail Knights, 2 Knights of the Realm, 2 Pegasus Knights, Field Trebuchet, a Paladin, and a Damsel of the Heavens. That's 2 Foot Squires, 2 Men-at-Arms, 2 Spearmen-at-Arms with shields, 4 Peasant Bowmen. And Couronne does not seem to have a GCCM map. Well, there we go. That answers that question. So it's going to be a corner. A corner map. How does this benefit me? How can this benefit me? Maybe I just want to concentrate on taking the wall. No. Archers. Archers and Trebuchet. I think the plan here is just going to be to... This is going to be so compact. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to batter my way through one of the gates and then just mob the city center and hope that's enough. I can set up some fast-moving units to make it look like I'm assaulting one gate and then just move everything over like I do with Throg. I don't think that's going to work, personally. I think I'm pretty much just going to have to feed my units into the fodder here. Alright, let's go ahead and set up my camera as normal, because it just has to be fishy with me. Back, resume, alright. So there's my target area. They can only hide but like so far here. Alright, so if I deploy over here with my units that I want to try and keep safe, that way there's only like one or two towers that can actually target them. I'm going to use at least 1 mammoth to break down the door, right? Yeah, these are all anti-infantry, but they do have armor piercing, which might be useful against Grail Knights, but I really don't want to use them against Grail Knights because, you know, they're anti-large. This is just going to be tough. That's all there is to it. Actually, no, I'm going to do these guys a little bit thinner. because... Actually, hold on. Is that set formation?
Now is our time.
Huh. Didn't realize that was available. That's interesting.
We serve the gods.
It's literally a button I did not even know was available. It was a formation setter, just like in past Total War games. Alright, so we'll go long. Wulfric, join the other mammoths. Wulfric is anti-large. He'd do okay against Grail Knights after, you know, he lost all of his health. I need anti-large infantry is what it really boils down to. And I do have... Okay, so... Yeah, whatever. Just gonna put them all over there. The idea was originally that I was going to use these units to like single out a Grail Knight and just hammer them with axes, while I did a 1-2 with something like Super Dave and Skin Wolves or War Mammoths or Wulfric or the Skin Wolf Werekin. Let's see here. This one's more of an anti-infantry unit. It's more of an anti... Okay, I'm going to put you with these units. Like that. Okay, right away this blob out over here is getting hammered. Much more than I want.
For the blood god! Faster! Our blades hunger!
Look at the damage my first mammoth is taking. It's doing okay though, its morale is still there. I should have these guys save their ammo. I'm just trying to move my guys into such positions so that the towers can't just take away all their health. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this into slow motion because I am going to go ahead and take the walls of my infantry. I'll leave a couple behind. There we go. Just go ahead and take the walls, get into some engagements. Figure out what these Grail Knights are up to. 3 Grail Knights and 2 Knights of the Realm. They're going to be a challenge. How's the gate looking? 78, 84, so it's about to fall. 90. Okay, we're in. So let's make this count. Just literally have everybody charge on in. Yeah, these foot squires are currently a good target for the War Mammoth. And if I can, I do actually kind of want to get my Marauder champions here to bog down their Grail Knights. There's another Grail Knight over here that hasn't turned to face me yet. Gonna go ahead and try and get those units in here. Gonna wait to attack their Grail Knights with my Skinwolf Werekin. Just gonna push up. They're already they're assuming position. They're like, we are so ready to take them. All right, so that unit's done. I'm gonna go ahead and assault. All right, going into slow motion again. Charge. And let's see if we can't get a mammoth involved in that as well. Oof. The frames, the frames! Okay, so far so good. I'm not stupidly overwhelmed yet.
Yes, Marauders! Take it, Southerner!
And then also fall back, please.
Slaughter! Orders taken! Consider it done!
Wolfric, get into those Grail Knights, please. This more mammoth, you two as well. And then you.
Yes! Throw him axes!
Please just throw axes at that unit. Whoa, did we beat one of the Grail Knights? We did! That was just the Knights of the Realm, never mind. Alright, it's another Knight of the Realm, that's okay. Let's go ahead and get this infantry up here.
The Changer directs us!
Super Dave, go! Go, Super Dave! Alright, we're getting a little... Oh, wow, the damage we are putting out on these Knights, not Grail Knights, right? I keep forgetting.
They will succumb! Retreat! Circle Barbuff!
Circle Blarbuff? Is that what he said? He totally said Circle Blarbuff.
Yes, Marauders! Now! What? Yes! Chaos Marauders! Gura!
Okay, it's a Pegasus Knight that I've routed. And a Grail Knight. Yes! Now we're talking. Whoa! The power bar! Yes! It's happening! It's happening!
Chaos Marauders!
Anybody even notice the field trebuchet doing anything? I didn't.
Formation! Throw those axes!
Just kind of putting everybody on group attack. Trying to send them to the center. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna pull this off. Yes! There we go. Whew. It's a shame that there isn't a GCCM map for Corone, but hey, I'll make do. Infantry did a lot better than I was expecting. I mean, not that Bretonnian infantry is, you know, all that impressive, and they left their foot squires on the ground for my war mammoth to eat after he broke down the gate. So that being said, they didn't really have any infantry to face mine on the walls, especially considering I brought Marauder champions mostly. And then you know, most of my casualties were taken on the Marauder axemen, but they just had the simple job of throwing as many axes as they could at Grail Knights, and I guess they did. 6 kills, 4 kills, 2 kills. Is more about the damage they were putting out. The Mammoths performed great against the Grail Knights, so long as they were supported by something else. Armored Skin Wolves took a beating, to be expected, but Wulfric did a fine job on his Mammoth. The Skinwolf Werekin did just fine, considering that he had infantry supporting him the whole time. And even the Marauder champions that got inside the city did okay with Grail Knights in the field. So there you go. Lesson learned, I suppose. I never even saw the priestess or the paladin in all of that. And look at that, 1 kill for the field trebuchet. I brought how much infantry and he still couldn't manage better than 1 kill. I'm just flabbergasted. He must not have had a shot the whole time. But hey, we're gonna sack this place, make so much money, and then we're gonna come back and occupy this place. Actually, might do a loot and occupy. I mean, well, it's money. There is a Bretonnian army nearby. I'll probably be better off doing a loot and occupy. That way I can just immediately start replenishing my army. It's a lot of money that I'm putting on the table, but I feel like it's a safer choice. Let's find out what our options are. Get a better look at the financial value of it and how much money I'd be saying no to. First of all, post-battle loot. Boom, 3,000. Second of all, Wulfric gains a level. Okay, there is no loot and occupy, so I'm just going to go ahead and sack it. I gained a Wailing Banner. Assigned unit causes terror and fear. Sweet. And follower gained a Zealot. +1 Chaos Corruption. Good job, Wulfric. Good job, Werekin. Let's see here. Wulfric. Oh, I would. Oh, Hunter of Champions. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll take that ability. And then the Werekin. Vicious Assault Mark III. Okay, this army's recruiting. That army, even with the Knights of the Lion-Hearted and the Questing Knights and the Grail Knights, this army doesn't stand a chance against even my hurt Wulfric army. So this is fantastic news. Let's go ahead and talk to the Greenskins. They might be more amenable to an alliance at this stage, considering they're losing territory against Bretonnia.
Now then, speak quick.
Not yet. Might have to take a turn to trigger, but I'm okay with that. I'm pretty sure that's the end of this turn. Oh man, look at my income! Yo! I've got so much in my treasury. Yes! Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and get the Altar of the Bloodfathers. I can recruit giants now. I can improve the Aceling's Conclave. I can improve Varg Camp. Oh, this is so satisfying right now what I'm doing. It's so nice having money. I know I'm spending it all, but hey. Where's Trollfjord anyway? Over here. Really, I should just keep working on income production. Okay, that's enough spending. I like having cash, so I'm going to keep the rest. Thank you, Corone. You've just funded so much growth for Norsca. And then next turn, I'll be able to do some recolonizing even.
and ravage.
I have occupied Couronne. Or, well, not yet. I'll do that next turn. Let's see what the Empire thinks of that. So far, they're okay with peace with me. So thank you. Thank you, Empire. It's not going to last, unfortunately. And the Empire is just... they're in a prime position to just cause me all sorts of nightmares. Not looking forward to war with the Empire. But it is inevitable. Any retaliation, Bretonia? Looks like there will be. Ah, smart. Defend Couronne from being occupied. Didn't see that play coming. But I still think I have more than enough to take Couronne a second time. And let's see if Toddbringer is going to do anything. He's gotten peace with Lothern. Kislev's trying to protect their last few strongholds against Clan Mulder. But they are fleeing my army that's outside of Kislev. Look at the Ripperhorn tribe. They have a second throng now. Good for them. Alright, Clan Mulder. Haha, raiding Kislev with me. And then poor Losterikson the Lustful. It's a cool name though. Losterikson the Lustful. Okay, now then.
Tribesmen, gather!
Go ahead and resettle here.
Despoil and ravage.
More growth for the local province. Build that. I'll need that finished before I can build that. Next turn, you're going to go and get that boat.
Tribesmen, gather! Move on them! Despoil and ravage.
Perfect, okay. Wulfric.
They can't hide.
Well, this is a thing. I guess I just lay siege to it, huh? Those heroes are making a significant difference, but I can't let all of that replenish. There's no way I can let that happen. They didn't even get one of their knights back. They had 3 knights in this army, and now they have none. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to continue siege. I'll invite him to come out and get me then. I could afford the could afford that fight for a while. Or that siege for a while.
I knew it. Taste my vomit.
And here I'm actually going to do something similar. I'm going to go ahead and continue siege because I think this this army from Wormel here is actually going to help allow me.
Sigma forbids this.
Yeah, it's going to protect me from that Kislev army, and I doubt they have another army down here at Fort Jakova that can get here in time. So, who knows, I might convince this ally, I might be able to convince my ally to come down and help. Any of those things happen, and I'm in a good spot. Income, however, because I spent all this time building, is going to be severely impacted by the fact that I'm not raiding anywhere. So, we'll just let that fly. But 2 major sieges, it's going to be expensive for me. But that's why I don't intend to siege them for long. Hopefully Bretonnia is going to sally out and I'll beat their army. Kill the heroes, get Lu and Leoncoeur down to like a sliver of health. Or Kislev will sally out, beat their army in the field. Or Clan Mulder will move up to assist. Which is really wishful thinking. I realize I shouldn't expect it. Okay, Bretonnia is holding still. Let's see what Hargoneth is going to do about nothing. Okay, they're going to do nothing about the ag hole. And Toddbringer, you just going to chill out in Norsca? Oh, you have another hero doing something. Oh, that's right, you're at war with the Empire. Ha ha ha. Ostland has no significant armies anymore.
Don't care who you are! I'll smash your face in!
You make me laugh. That's what I thought. It's a weird spot to raid with a small army. It's basically asking for trouble at Talabheim. Whoa. Interesting play from Clan Mulder, but that works out just as well. It keeps their armies away from Kislev. Alright, so I have to make some progress here. Don't care about you.
Shut your skulls!
This is probably the one I have to fight right now. It's an army I can take, like, easily. Trolls will destroy great swords. Everything else I have will destroy their state troops. Their handgunners and crossbowmen aren't going to last in combat versus my fast-moving units. The Outriders with grenade launchers don't have infantry to shoot at, really. And then the regular Outriders, they'll be a problem. They will, but the mortars I can also just destroy. So here we go. Stepan Azarov. Like Steppenwolf, but he's Kislev. So Stepan Bear. Because Russia. The Battle of Kislev. I think this is going to be a GCCM map. Oh, come on. Nope. Nope. Not at all, actually. Wishful thinking. Let's see here. So, corner map again. I have a very good strategy with this army that works for corner maps. And I have a siege tower. I'm trying to think how I'm going to use that tower. I might actually just use it as like a defensive barrier, but I'm trying to decide where. Because, I mean, the only people that can use that siege tower are going to be my my Marauder Hunters. Oh, excuse me, Marauder Hunters. The Marauder Hunters are the only units I can put on a wall. I would be dumb to try and fight anything on the wall. So the tower should be used defensively. Oh, excuse me. Defensively for my troops in some way, shape, or form. Look at the gold chevrons I'm collecting for all of my trolls. Just so lovely. Alright, so I get 2 towers, actually. Oh yeah, first things first. I'm a realist. Alright, that's sound. Why did I go there? I want controls. Movement, fiddle. Okay. Alright, so. This is where I'm going to do the hidden strike team. Let's see here. Put that tower there. I'm going to put this tower right next to it. The intent here is just to block some shots from these guys as my wolves go up to charge this gatehouse. Because in reality, these guys, along with the Miststalkers, are going to deploy right here where they can't be seen. I'll actually deploy them here. They can move up to those woods even for a little bit of cover if they're seen. That's great. And then these guys get to be, nice and visible right over here, where I want the enemy to deploy their defenses. And because they see it, that's where they'll deploy. Get them to flank around this way. And they weren't. Well, they were actually fooled because none of these towers are actually manned. Kislev, you have to stop falling for this trick. You gotta learn eventually. Alright, my Miststalkers have finally revealed their position. Their great swords are getting up onto the towers now.
If they close, kill them.
Alright, my Ice Wolves have made it to the gate. They've already dealt some damage. Are they sallying? Okay, I'm still damaging the gate even though the door is open, and their mortars are actually doing damage to their own infantry. Well, if there was any infantry right here. Wow. I'm obliterating that gate, though. Gosh, some excellent mortar shots. Okay, I'm in. Time to make the best of it. Those are just swordsmen, so go ahead. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Putting those guys in a separate group at this stage because they can just actually help fend off these swordsmen and make it easier for me to get inside. Wow, those mortar strikes. Blowing up their own city. Just go ahead and charge in here and see if you can't get these outriders with grenade launchers. Not too terribly much damage from that. That's okay. Guys, don't just stand there. Charge. Charge, please. Pick your targets and go. Miststalkers, you too. Hunters are in. They're already throwing javelins up at the top. Ice Wolves have already gotten into their outriders. Great. Trolls are coming inside now. Don't just want to sit here and get shot, so I'm going to go ahead and charge into the next patch. You can go ahead and engage those great swords. Actually, you know what? Here, go this way. Go after that handgunner.
They'll be screaming! Just a sec!
This is pretty solidly in my favor. Throg's trolls are taking the city center.
Stomp on! Quick! I'm ready! Cannon will! Okay! Got it! Good man!
Kislev is mine! Mine!
Chaos Marauders!
Alright, I might lose my Ice Wolves, but that's okay. Chain route? Chain route, please. Nah, they gotta get their free kills on my Ice Wolves first.
Chaos Marauders! Very well!
Dang, that troll got there quick.
Destroy their world!
Really? The grenade launchers are just going to sit there and just pelt my forces on the other side of the wall. That's actually kind of amusing. You broken? You're broken. Get out. I win. Jerks. Ugh. So I've learned through a friend of mine that you don't actually have to sit around and wait for all of your trolls to heal. So long as they have all of their models, they will be fully healed no matter what. If you have 7 instead of 8 trolls, then you'll have 7/8 of your total possible health for the unit at the end of the battle. So that's good news to have. Oh good, they're Grenadier Outriders. They did gain chevrons, but they did not gain a lot of kills, which is great news. Hopefully I'll get both of my Ice Wolves back. One of them was a max rank one, and I might have lost it entirely. Let's find out. I did lose about half of my army, but it's worth it. It's Kislev. Show me the money. Show me the money. Can't wait for this. I mean, I have to. So I will wait for this, but it will be worth the wait. I know about vigor. I know about reinforcements. Confederation factions of the same race may choose to confederate into one faction if conditions between them are right. Confederation can be agreed via diplomacy. Greenskin factions are more likely to confederate if one is much stronger than the other. Well, okay. I guess I get a bonus. Typically, you have to be much stronger than the other faction in order to confederate anyway, not just for greenskins. They must get, like, exceptionally more likely. And that makes sense, too, because the greenskin way is to just join the biggest WA. Alright, Stepan Nazarov, defeated in battle by Throg, who got 1 kill. His trolls, though, they're starting to show him up. I think this is also going to be a sack scenario, just because the income being as low as it is. But not necessarily a spend all the money right away scenario. Good job, Throg. Another rank there. Yeah, we're gonna sack that. Yeah, I lost that Ice Wolf. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna do another raiding camp. Because next turn we're coming back to do the same thing. Only this time we are going to occupy. What do I want to put it in? Woundmaker? Give him even more damage? Melee strength, melee attack. He does have frostbite, but I think Woundmaker, yeah, that's a significant jump into his weapon strength. I'll take it. Because look at that, the army is all healed up already. It's just the Norsca Ice Wolves that aren't. Oh, Kislev, you are so royally boned.
Slave the Southerners. True savages.
More treasury, more experience. And when he gets experience, that means he gets to put another level in somewhere. Give him another Swelling Doom. And I guess it's time to sail him around. See what other loot there is to be gained.
No.
I could have him attack Boris. Just to kill him and get the money for it.
Chieftain,
Because the Bay of Blades will assist.
this way.
Boris is likely close to fully healed. Yeah, he's also pretty
Slaughtered.
powerful himself, but it'll be worth it. He's more likely than not to just retreat, however, but whatever.
Spoil and ravage.
I can send in this one to help out.
On the prowl.
So I've bought myself some more time on this siege. 12 turns until they surrender. I may as well wait for now. Would like to have some towers because I am infantry heavy, and I can afford to wait. I don't see any enemy armies coming, and it's going to be how long until they start starving? I know it tells me somewhere. Turns remaining before the garrison will run out of supplies. 6 turns. I don't know if I'm going to wait 6 turns. They did a good job at repairing everything I damaged. Considering I only gave them a turn. Just going to merge down a few things that don't need to be so spread out. Huh. Can I merge you? No. Alright. Let's look at how things are going all over. So here I'm building that special chain building. Alright, so I have everything in place to build Norscan Giants and War Mammoths. The only thing I can't build here are Ice Trolls because I don't have the Offering of Slaughter or the Offering of War. I'm not going to be able to build Ice Trolls here anyway. So, what else can I build here that I haven't built yet? Well, I can always do more money. Yeah, let's do more money. And upgrading this will get me another place to recruit shamans. $31,000. Let's buy one more thing somewhere. Okay. I could build Marauder Champions here with a Chieftain's Hall. Okay, well, we'll definitely go for more income. Okay, end turn. Norsca. Okay, Empire, one more turn, please. One more turn, no war. They're focusing on... I just watched the minimap. They took another province from Vampire Counts. That works for me. And it looks like Clan Mulder might be No. Their territory's still the same. Greenskins, vampire counts. They still have a force somewhere. Be interested to see what that army is. Wood elves are really strong right now, considering. I think my 2 armies are pretty powerful. Bretonia has some military strength of its own too, but they're not where I am. They could be on their way, however. But I do not mind waiting them out and starving them out. I really don't mind it. Hargoneth going to do anything to the ag hole? I think they will. Nope. How does that little sliver right there? Wow.
Meat for my grinder. You first.
They managed to get some raiding done just in like that little sliver of a spot. I don't think I should. I think I want to build up more of a relationship with Lothern, so I'm not going to accept their peace treaty. Because everything I do that makes Lothern happy means I don't have to fight Lothern. Even if an alliance is impossible with them, positive relationship with him is beneficial to me. Ostland. Poor Ostland. Gonna try and relieve Beckoffen. Don't think it's gonna do them any good. The Empire's in Zavastra now. Kislev's totally has their army completely besieged and isolated from Kislev itself, the city, and I'm right there ready to occupy it, which is beautiful news.
Don't care who you are. I smash your face in.
War? Okay. Don't mind going to war with you at all. Neither do all my allies. A lot of marauding armies, and I haven't seen a single one of them. Okay. A bunch of buildings just finished up for me. Hey, Cave of the Rocky Throne is done. We've got Throg's Throne.
Eat my enemies. I'll have a crack. In my gullet.
In my gullet. Trying to decide if I want to do this again right now. Let me siege. Finish my turn. It reminds me, there's probably one of those things for taking Kislev. Let's find out. It's for Coron, Maragliano, Karazakorak, Altdorf, Drakenhof, Blackcrag, or Carrick-Draz. Nagarond, Lothern, Heshwaddle, Skavenblight, Kemri. Okay. So there isn't one of these things for Kislev. I'd like to find a way to deploy in such a way to cut off an escape for Boris, but I think I think his escape is cut off.
Absolutely not.
I don't think he can get out of there. Okay, that's brilliant then.
Take what's theirs. The crow directs me.
Alright, I'm gonna have to try and get in real close here to make sure I get the deployment right where I want him to go.
Marauding. Overrun the world. In agreement. Carnage at last.
Yeah, he was still able to escape.
Sigma forbids this.
Chieftain of the tribe. Decamping. True savages.
Of course. Of course. Alright. Still no Bretonnian threat. Still no Bretonnian threat. I'm perfectly fine just starving out this army that I'm trying to click on. There it is.
Is not the will of the lady.
No, it is most certainly not the will of the lady, my friend. Most certainly not. Okay. Let's go ahead and build that port. Let's build that warband camp, but you should be more economy. Thank you. You should also be more economy. More economy, please. And I should stop there. Siege construction available. It wants me to build construction. Well, because I don't think I'm gonna need to. I think I'm gonna go and attack. Let's hold off just for a second. I want to make sure I'm done with everything else I'm doing. We are done with everything else. All right. So then, let me look at do a quick look at diplomacy. Ripperhorn tribe's doing really well right now. They have their. Whoa! I hate when I do that. Ah. All right. Let's try this again. He's busy, so I'm not going to bother him.
Horned prophet.
He's taking care of Dmitry Tsaryov again.
Tribesmen, gather.
Hagel are just doing everything they can to survive. Good old Thorhall.
Noble born.
Let's see here. The attitude is not changing with Lothern, but it is just on the edge of unfriendly. That's okay. Dear Greenskins, you like me, don't you?
What you want? Let's talk. I can kill you later if you say something stupid. Not doing that.
Okay, okay. What about if we did military access and I paid you a little gift on top of it? 2,600.
Not likely.
Alright, 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 alright. You're not willing to entertain it yet. The only reason I want the military access agreement with him is because it can turn into a treaty over time that will build up more alliance. So like, as you can see here, it says treaties with Greenskin they approve of for 18 points. I put in another treaty and that value theoretically goes up, and I have more treaties with them across an even longer span of time, and that makes Grimgor even more likely to like me. Something else I could do is, if I wanted to cut ties with Kislev, Grimgor would like that. Not Kislev, with Lothern. Grimgor would like that a lot. And then instead of it being a treaty with Lothern for 9 points in the negative, it would become past treaties with Lothern, which would degrade over time. Let me see here. They're at war with Kislev. Or they don't like Kislev, I should say. They don't like Ostland. They don't like Cult of Pleasure or Midland. They don't like Ostermark or Ostland. So all of that's in my favor right now. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, and eventually I'll get them as a friend.
Trenched Craven Tail.
Clan Rictus, I'm playing a balancing game with you and Lothern at this moment, so I Because I'm trying to be at war with Lotherin's enemies. Theoretically, if I could find the Lizardmen at Schwaddle, I could probably make an alliance with them, or a trade agreement, or a non-aggression pact, just something. And that would give me a more positive relationship with Tyrion. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close that out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our assault on Kislev. We're going to do this again next turn. We're going to potentially occupy Kislev. Occupy, or we'll sacrifice it to the crow. Either way, we'll see. Comment below if you have a heavy opinion about what I should do with Kislev. Should I try and make it a new home for Windsor Tooth, or do I just go ahead and burn it all to the ground? Let me know, because we're going to go ahead and save here, and that's going to be it for today, and I'll see you in the next campaign episode. Have a good one, everybody.